Good afternoon, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about Ethereum regaining ranking back at number 2. Let's talk about ETH out here. I want to talk about it. Bitcoin volume is skyrocketing in Venezuela. Let's talk about that as well. And the SEC is going to provide more clarity when it comes to the crypto. But first, let me shout out all my champagne crypto maniac boomers out there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. How I Made, Cliff Martin, Batman. They're here in the population of the chat box. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the bing, ding, ding. Stay tuned into the good crypto word that we spread here daily, guys. Touching all the buttons, button it up. Back on a Monday, fresh out the gym, did the squats, did the bench press, did the barbell row. Feeling good this morning, guys. Shout out to Batman, Cliff Martin, How I Made, and the rest of the boomers are out there. As the rest of the maniacs congregate here in the box, let's give it a few more seconds for everybody to tune on in. I'm not sure if they're getting their post notifications, but it's all good in the crypto hood. Ethereum regains ranking today. Back at number 2, Bitcoin volume is skyrocketing in Venezuela, and the SEC said they're going to provide more clarity when it comes to crypto regulations. I know some of the young ones out there get a little excited when the regulators get crypto friendly. They get a crypto erection. Everybody gets excited. Maybe not everybody, but a significant amount of people get excited when the regulators and the bankers get into the game. It's funny bunny to me anyway, guys. But let's talk about it because I know some of you guys like that. Again, Ether regaining ranking, Bitcoin volume skyrocketing in Venezuela, and SEC to provide clarity with the crypto regulations. As the rest of the boomers tune in, button up the buttons right now. Touch, like, subscribe, post notifications. Let's check out today's mathematics over there on the coin market caps before we dive into the topics of discussion. Let's check out how healthy things are looking. Let me turn off these coins, show you my screen, hit refresh. Check out today's market cap over there at $120 billion worldwide on all the crypto bags on Earth. $120 billion. Well, not even on Earth, because now my understanding is that they have Bitcoin nodes in space and satellites. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it seems like it may be. So let me know. 120 billion universally on the bags of Bitcoin dominance at 52.9. This thing doesn't change. Very interesting. Bitcoin at 36.46. After the nice spike last week, it seems to be trading sideways once again. But how about Ether? Ether. It looks like they took a little shot over the weekend, and they continue to push forward, although I'm not sure how I feel about ETH's viability for the long term. This may be the pump we're looking for before we may dump the bags. We've been discussing that. Slow death of ETH, it appears, as they have delayed all their upgrades. The Constantinople's the latest one. Now, good news is that they have changed the upgrade date most recently from February 27th to February 25th. So now they seem to be speeding up the process out there. So let's see what happens out there. I'm not convinced. Maybe this could be the pump before the upgrade. Let's see how that works. Ripple back at number 3. I like that. Litecoin, the pump with Litecoin last week was nice. Litecoin down today, almost 7%. They're saying that Litecoin is going to go to 50. Let's see, as Litecoin has announced their intentions for confidential transactions using the Mimblewimble protocol. $43 for Litecoin. EOS, one of my faves, at 277. I like to call it Ethereum on steroids. Looking good today, up another 1% at 277, creeping on up to $3. Bitcoin Cash at 122. Tether, funny bunny for Tether. Tron at 2 cents. Stellar at 7 cents. Binance, CZ, and the whole Binance squads looking like Amazon of crypto out there. Almost 5% on the pump today. Creeping back up to close to $10 at $9.56. We got it there in our virtual community portfolio, and Binance is a kaboomer that it's pumping like no other. Let me drop a bomb. An ERC20 token that seems a little centralized. yet it's moving. It's moving with some speed out there, guys. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, you know how I feel about that one. Funny bunny. Cardano at 4 cents. That's nice. It's up almost 2%. Shout out to all the Cardano boomers out there. Monero at $48. IOTA at 27 cents. And then Dash making a nice little run. Shout out to the Dashaholics at $79. Anybody still holding Dash out there? Let me know. I like Dash. And Dash was popular for some time. And my understanding was that they were intending to promote in Venezuela. I don't know how that fared. We will be talking about Venezuela today as well, as the Bitcoin volume is skyrocketing out there. And the premiums for the price of Bitcoin is about 40% above normal price, of what I'm understanding out there. So we'll be talking about that. Shout out to How I Made, Queen's Races, CryptoZilla, Batman, Cliff Martin, D-Rock, Lizzo, and the rest of the boomers out there in the population of the chat box. How I Made says, good thing we held the ETH. Right, yeah. I mean, you know, I was expecting a little pump. You know, as far as the long term with ETH, I don't know yet. You know, let's see. You know, let's see if they are faking us out here with this upgrade that's supposed to occur February 25th now. Throw that Ripple out of the box. ETH, says Cliff. Throw the rips out the box. Please throw it in the toilet right now, guys. Nobody uses Ripple. This is just a bunch of hype, a smokescreen, a Trojan horse by the banks, in my opinion, to get into the blockchain space. Batman has a crypto boner. Okay, a little too much information. D-Rock with the strong biceps. Batman says regulators are mounting up. Indeed, we're going to be talking about SEC. Made some positive statements today when it comes to the crypto. Blockstream got the bits in space, says Cliff Martin. Yeah, that's my understanding, that they have some nodes in some satellites out there. So I don't know. Good morning, says Queen's Races. How I Made says, wonder what's going to happen to ETH's price after Binance goes off their mainnet with their DEX. That's an excellent question, How I Made. We do know that Binance is intending to build a decentralized exchange. As of late, the Binance coin that we see here in the charts is a ERC20 token that's running on the Ethereum blockchain. But we've seen many projects launch on Ether and then migrate to their own blockchain. So, you know, could Binance be the only thing that's keeping Ether alive right now? I mean, there's a lot of tokens, though. I mean, there's BAT, there's other ones. I mean, we have a few there in our community portfolio, but will we be seeing a migration of these larger tokens that are ERCs to their own blockchains or to other blockchains like EOS or Tron or even Cardano? Let's see. Queens with the middle finger to Ripple. I see that. Mikester says, wasn't ETH on second place already? It was for some time, Mike, but while you were sleeping, dancing and prancing out there, Ripple took over for almost a few weeks, almost about a month. It was kind of alarming, the rips, and we didn't like it. It was kind of stinky. Smelled like central banking. Smelled like IMF, World Bank. It smelled like the Federal Reserve. We want to snipe it out the box, so it's a celebration. ETH is back. So let's see. Is it time to dump? Good morning. Just came out the foxhole. Happy to see NEO almost tapped $8. Okay. NEO over there at $7.90, up almost 3%. I see that. Shout out to Queen's Races, our boomer out there. Let me drop a bomb for Queens. Queens. How I Made says, I heard Binance DEX will have like 12 to 15 of their DPoS or delegated proof of stake, basically all owned by them. Not good. Okay. I didn't hear about that, but you know, I'm not entirely surprised. You know, there's some centrality there, and How I Made says it's a centralized DEX from Binance. Let's see. You know, I don't know much yet, but you're the first that are letting me know about that 12 to 15 will be DPoS. I don't know, so I got to keep my eyes on that. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. How I Made, dancing and prancing, says Cliff Martin. Indeed. So let's check out what's going on here with ETH becoming the second largest crypto once again, reclaiming its position. I got this article linked down below from Crypto Potato. Let me hit refresh. There's no reason to hit refresh. It's last updated February 11th. So ETH had reclaimed its second position on the top crypto list by market cap, with a current total market cap of $12.75 billion, whereas Ripple on the third place has 12.5. The fact that that Bitcoin recently gained 10% affected ETH better than its effect on Ripple. Ripple is considered one of the cryptocurrency with the highest percentage of inverse correlation to Bitcoin. Let me repeat that. Ripple is considered one of the cryptos with the highest percentage of inverse correlation to Bitcoin. So it's basically inverse, opposite of the bits, guys. It doesn't boom like the bits, guys. Throw it in the toilet, guys. They already told you right here. When it comes to the Ether upgrade, the Constantinople hard fork that was previously delayed to February 27th caused ETH to decline. And that was one that has caused me to question whether it was time to dump the bag. And we decided to hold on to it until at least this next upgrade that they have scheduled now, I believe for February 25th. Constantinople hard fork is expected to take place later this month on block 7,280,000. So that should be around February 25th is my understanding. In case the bullish momentum will continue, ETH has an excellent chance to search for higher highs. At the moment, ETH is around $120. And that's what it is. There's some points over here made on ccn.com. No, this is not the article. I think I actually may have closed. No, this is actually the article right here. I'm still on the right one. Crypto Potato. So they're saying in case of a bullish continuation and a breakout above the mentioned trend line resistance level, ETH could start forming a higher highs bullish pattern towards the recent highs of $158 to about $162. So those are the predictions right now for the short term where it could kaboom to. So around 158, 162 says this article according to their TA trend analysis. And in more optimistic scenarios, the target could be around the 205 price level. So, I mean, they've got it from 150 all the way up to 205. Now, in a bad scenario, okay, the bearish side, if ETH price gets rejected by the descending trend line, then $100 price level could become the next support target for ETH. So, you know, it's anywhere from $100 to $200 is what they're saying. You know, I'm questioning whether perhaps maybe to dump it if it goes up to this $150, $160 range and let it go. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it out there, guys. Let me know what you think about it out there. You know, is it worth the hold or what? We've been talking all week about EOS taking the market share from Ether when it comes to most decentralized applications. About over 50% of all decentralized applications have migrated to EOS, and then about 30% of them are on Tron. And those are about gambling dApps now. So that's what it is. Cliff Martin says 0 to 100,000. I'm predicting for ETH. Exactly. That's kind of like how this article kind of reads. It's like, yeah, anywhere from 100 to 200. It's like, come on. But, you know, they're being specific as far as bullish patterns could be around 158 to 162. So those kind of are the numbers that I'm looking to at. If perhaps it rises to there, I may even consider dumping it, guys, because, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. So many promises year after year after year. Promise, promise, promise. With this upgrade, I don't even know anymore, guys. And after Dan Larimer explained years back that upgrading the Ethereum blockchain is trying to change. It's like trying to change an engine on a moving car. And I'm seeing it. It's not like, you know, they haven't been able to do anything, if you ask me. So, you know, I don't know if I've lost my confidence with ETH. It certainly seems like that. Revolutionist Cardano Torpedo Sync ETH. I'm predicting boom, boom, boom. Shout out to the Cardano General Revolutionist. I see you. Drop a bomb for you there. D-Rock says, I've noticed when ETH and Bitcoin Cash get around the same price per share, Bitcoin Cash pumps or ETH dumps to keep them within a $10 price point. Never really noticed that. Never noticed that. Let's see. I gotta. Now that you brought that to my attention, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thanks for letting us know, D-Rock. Derek says, hi, champ, kaboom. Shout out to Derek. Blockchain Susha says, what's up, champ? Shout out to Susha. I see you. Queen's Racist says, champ, Friday I said I predict Litecoin 60 to 80 by August. After seeing it hit 47, I think it might go higher. Indeed. Now, you're not the only one that said that. I've been seeing articles there that are bullish for a $50 target is what some of these articles here are saying. $50. And maybe even more, like you said, as we approach this halving for Litecoin sometime in August, we might see a run-up on the coin. So that could be. How you feeling about your Litecoin bag now? I mean, I'm better. I feel a little better, but, you know, I've been hodling, you know, ever since an all-time high. So, I mean, you know, even though at the same time I picked up Litecoin before it had a run-up back when it was at $20 and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know if I'm positive or negative with that Litecoin bag, but I feel better. A little bit better out there. Cliff Martin says, love the lights. Yeah, I'm liking it more. I'll tell you that. I'm liking it more. I like the fact that they're moving towards a confidential transactions, Mimble-Wimble. And let's see. Let's see what's booming. What's BNB's price? Yeah, we just showed it. It's creeping up almost $10 there, Derek. And it's moving. So that's what it is. Let's talk about Bitcoin trading in Venezuela. Bitcoin trading in Venezuela just hit an all-time high despite a 40% price premium. Now, you know that the commies and the socialists, they took over there in Venezuela, and they're running the country down into shambles. They're basically, you know, it's not looking good, guys, okay? It's not looking good. For all you commies out there that want globalism, socialism and all that, look at Venezuela. It's not looking good. And anyhow, the trading volume for Bitcoin, now people are trying to find the safe haven, and you could see Venezuelan local Bitcoin volume just hit a new weekly all-time high when measured in Bitcoin. Here's a little chart here by Matt Odell on Twitter. 2,454 Bitcoin weekly volume times 3,650. That's over $8 million this week. So 1.3 million per day on average, higher if you account for the 40% price premium, which he didn't. So it's even 40% price premium. So let's see. Demand for Bitcoin in Venezuela is skyrocketing amidst an intense economic recession and uncertainty in the country's government. The Venezuelan bolivar has essentially become valueless. The people of Venezuela have continued to suffer from a lack of basic necessities in the past several months. The situation has noticeably worsened when the government blocked U.S. humanitarian aid from coming into the country through the Colombian border. So there it is, guys. You could read the rest of the article. But, you know, I wanted to share this with you guys because as global uncertainty increases, now we're having evidence that people move over to Bitcoin. It's quite uncertain on what's going to happen over there. And it seems like most people are buying the bits because their currency is worthless, guys. And not saying that that could happen in the States or in Europe, but it's definitely a possibility. And even if there's a little uncertainty, perhaps maybe people will dump more into Bitcoin. Let me know what you think about that. And then finally, let's talk about the SEC. The SEC to provide more regulatory clarity for crypto token sales. Now, current regulations overly broad, they said. So protecting investors, facilitating capital formation. Now, Hester Pierce, okay, this is a she. Okay, yeah, Hester Pierce believes ambiguity regarding cryptocurrency regulations is not all bad, okay? She added the blockchain startups might have more freedom to work on their projects as specific regulations for digital assets have not yet been developed. Pierce is from the SEC, guys. So if you don't know, she's like I don't know if she's the commissioner, the head person, but one of the top dogs over there. Pierce further noted that the SEC is currently trying to determine when and how new crypto regulations should be introduced. She remarked, here's a quote from her: "If we act appropriately, we can enable innovation on this new frontier to proceed without compromising the objectives of our securities laws, protecting investors, facilitating capital formation, ensuring fair, orderly, and efficient markets." It's funny to me how everybody that's trying to assume authority always acts like they're protecting people. You know, these people, you know, it's funny. It's like everybody that wants to act like authorities, they want to act like the protector. It's funny. She conceded that the SEC can at times be impulsive when responding to crypto and blockchain projects. The commissioner stated, "We owe it to investors to be careful, but we also owe it to them not to define their investment universe with our preferences." It seems like they already have. And in my personal opinion, they should get out the way. Okay, there's no reason they should even be getting in the way, but they are, and that's the reality. And when the SEC makes statements like this, some people interpret it as a good thing, as clarity. You know, they get that crypto boner, that crypto erection out there. But that's what it is. Drop a comment here in the population. Let me know if this excites you. As the rest of the boomers tune in, 24 maniacs watching. Farty's here. He says U.S. takeover coup in Venezuela. It certainly seems like that. Venezuela is the first of many to come to crypto in the next coming months, says Susha. Perhaps so. Litecoin to $100, says Cliff. I would love that, Cliff. Hopefully. D-Rock says Litecoin hits 100 or Cardano hits 10 cents first. I would say right now, Litecoin has the steam. Cardano hasn't really done anything, but they're scheduled to do something soon. I think by March or April, according to our Cardano general. Socialism is a plague indeed. Truce is in the building. Shout out to Truce. Revolutionist says U.S. is not a constitutional country. It's a corporation, but most Americans still wave their flag. Corporations make the wars and the people suffer. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's a shame out there, revolutionists. It's a shame. It seems like all of the U.S. has become a corporation. The all caps, the birth certificates, everything's a corp now, a bond traded. It's funny. We should talk about that too. The U.S. is a corporation now. It was incorporated. Now most of these cities, the municipalities are incorporated, so they behave more like a business. And if I'm not mistaken, they operate under, I want to say maritime law, but I'm not completely convinced about that or sure about that. But we can get more into it as far as like your birth certificate, your name being on all caps. All the municipalities are in all caps because they're a separate entity. They're basically a corporation, a fictitious entity. So that's what it is. Cloak or Pivx, says Farty Schmeller. I like them both. I'll tell you that. I like both Cloak and Pivx. Susha said maritime law. That's my understanding. Yeah, if you guys don't know, this could be a whole nother stream. Your birth certificate, your name is written in all caps because that's a bond that's traded openly on the exchanges. So that's a whole nother thing. You know, you're already conquered, says Revolutionist. Corporation that imposes forced legal codes upon you all. That is treason. Yeah, we got to go look deeper into that. I think some of the boomers may not know. Some also do know. So the straw man, exactly. You know, the straw man is also in the Wizard of Oz. And so is the Tin Man, the tax identification number. I told you guys about this. The Wizard of Oz, the fraud. It's a whole con, guys. Indeed, with fictitious entities, with holograms, with smoke screens. And when you look behind the curtains, guys, it's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. Okay? Toto revealed it to us. Blockchain Susha says it's a strawman account. Yeah, we know about the strawman. Indeed. We've actually made a video, you know, touching upon that. We can go deeper into it, guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, I encourage you to check out the video. Have in the descriptions NPC and the hidden symbolism of the Wizard of Oz. Only in Toto could we reveal the fraud. Electric Gaming says they also incorporate as it limits the liability upon them when they get sued for screwing up. Exactly. So it's like, you know, the municipalities are corporations, you know, and they do that so that they can limit their liability. And your actual name, if you look at your ID, that's not really you. Your name is not written in all caps. That's not your God-given name. That's your corporate name. That's your straw man. And your birth certificate is traded, and that's a statement of fact. I got money in Digibyte, but after the Lightning Network goes together, Litecoin and Bitcoin, I don't know. I don't know about Digibyte. There was a long time there that people were shilling Digibyte here in the population, but they kind of got quiet, so I don't know. Socialism's a joke. USA going to be socialist pretty soon with Alexandria Cortez. You know, shout out to Trump for putting his foot down, saying the U.S. would never be a socialist country, but they're definitely gunning for that. But the plan has been implemented for a while, and I think it's a little bit more deeper than just socialism, but you know, they're pushing it that way. And you know, the intent here, guys, is a one world government that is ran by a few people in a cabal. You know, people have been trying to take over the world since the beginning, you know, world domination, but they've been doing it. So we can talk about that. I think we're going to have to fire up another live stream, talk about the straw man, the tin man. And really, that's what the NWO is all about, the New World Order. It's a, you know, small cabal controlling everything. The powerhouse countries are corporations. Russia has done wash trading and insider trading for years with impunity. Money-backed nukes are the real power, and the U.S. is back in the nuke business, says D-Rock. Yeah, I saw that we broke the treaty or whatnot, and you know, I don't know what the implications are or aren't. I haven't really done the research, but you know, I'm aware that the U.S. is back in the nuke business, D-Rock. Blockchain says you need a lawyer who specializes in naturalization. It's a long process, but can own the name and claim the bond in the account. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that so many times, Susha, but I've never seen anybody do it successfully. You know, I've heard all that and all these promises, but I've never seen anybody do it successfully, and I haven't seen any documentation of it. And if you do have any evidence of, you know, people reclaiming back their sovereignty in that way, let me know. I mean, theoretically, it makes sense, but I haven't seen evidence. And, you know, I'm sure people have claimed it, but, you know, anywhere that I can tangibly see the evidence legally, I don't know. Farty Schmeller says quiet accumulation of Digibyte. Yeah, I mean, it's odd to me that I don't see any more Digibyte maniacs here in the population. You know, I don't know. Let's see what the price of Digibyte is over here. Digibyte ranked number 46. It's down almost 4% today, and it's less than a penny. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not really attractive to me right now. I don't have anything bad to say about it. And look at the chart. I mean, the chart, it's not all that sexy. But maybe it kabooms once again. I mean, it has before, so let's see. Shout out to Farty, Blockchain, D-Rock, Derek, Queens, Electric Gaming, Farty, Revolutionist Fitness, and the rest of the boomers out there. I'll take a few more comments and questions. I got my hands a little tied today, so I'm going to cut this live stream a little shorter than usual. Usually we rock 45 minutes to an hour, but about 30 minutes today seems about enough. If you're just tuning in, we've talked about Ethereum regaining ranking. It's back at number 2 after Ripple was number 2 for quite some time, almost about, I would say, a few weeks, almost a month. And Ethereum's back. Now, this is due to probably them announcing that they're going to do their upgrade a little earlier than what they first said here. They were postponing it to the 27th of February, and now they said that they're going to push it forward to February 25th, this Constantinople upgrade. Now, there's targets, bullish targets around 158 to 100. What does this article say? I'll show you guys once again. There it is. 158 to $162 are the bullish patterns, is what they're saying in the short term. And then on a more optimistic scenario, so that, you know, I would say not best case, but, you know, optimistic scenario, that's a good way to put it, around the 205 price level. Now, on the bearish side, they said that if things don't work out, then $100 price level could be the next support line for ETH. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with this? Price range, you know, short term at 158 to 162, maybe even up to 205. But, you know, worst case scenario, they say that, you know, it's not going to go under 100. So let's see. And that's what it is. We also talked about Bitcoin trading in Venezuela, just at an all-time high despite the 40% price premium. And you can see the trading volume in Venezuela booming after they try to implement socialism out there and healthcare for all. It doesn't work, guys. And, you know, things are crumbling right now. Things are crumbling. People, their money is worthless. And we've shared in the past before, the Bolivar, the money that they use in Venezuela, you need a whole wheelbarrow just to buy a chicken. It's pretty sad. Now most people are moving over to the bits, and you can see the volume continues to increase as the uncertainty with their economy and government increases. And then finally, SEC said they're going to provide more clarity for regulation soon. And Hester Pierce said that they owe it to investors to be careful, and also owe it to them not to define their investment universe with their preferences, the SEC preferences. So I don't know how much this means or not. You know, it's just all talk to me, guys. It's just all talk. But that's what it is. Let me read a few more comments and questions before we tune out. Do your homework, boomers. Who makes the nukes? Those companies will boom in many ways. World panic creates call to arms. Lord of War makes the money. Okay. Derek McLean says, Champ, are you against free healthcare for all? Just curious. I think everybody should care for their own health and pay for their own health. There's no such thing as free, Derek. It comes out of somebody's pocket. And the way these people manage money, I don't think they'll be able to manage it well at all. So no, the answer is no. You know, everybody should be handling their own bag. Derek, I got free healthcare right now. And yeah, you kind of do. I mean, you can call 911 and they'll come get you, whether you're broke or not, or whether you're illegal or legal. I mean, you can call 911. So Healthcare does exist. Does anyone use the Kyber exchange? I'm not using it. Free healthcare equals just stealing from the rich and producers. Exactly. You know, it's just another form of taxation theft, and that's my personal opinion. D-Rock says, I think ETH makes a small pump and the market sells it off. Many holding the ETH since the last pump want to get out. I think you're right there, Derek. I mean, excuse me, D-Rock. I see the D and the R. It kind of gets me confused. But anyway, D-Rock, you may be right there with that statement. I think people are holding ETH since the last pump and want to get out, like myself. So you may be right. Main Event said, like button kaboom. Shout out to Main Event. Out there. I see the Main Event. Brazilians also heavily buying Bitcoin. Okay. Shout out to Brazil. It seems like they're trying to clean up their house over there, and it's interesting. Farty Smeller says maybe we see a surprise bull run due to crashing currencies worldwide. Maybe. Derek McLean says, I agree. I don't think the government can manage free health care for all. Exactly, Derek. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, being a man is about being responsible for your own private keys, and that includes your own health and your own family. And if you put the responsibility in somebody else's hands, you are already lost, and you're already basically a slave, and you're subservient to the system. So we don't want that. We're a nation of freedom and independence, and I think Trump addressed that in his speech. And I'm not always behind Trump. I'll tell you that. Most people will probably think that, you know, I'm always red. But the fact is that I like that statement. Queen's Races with the $4. Kaboom! Here you go, champ. I found 4 in my foxhole. Thank you, Queens. Queen's Races always showing loves. Let me drop a little fiat for him. Guys, follow the leaders. Follow the leaders out here. Queen's Races dropping 4 here in the super chat, showing love, keeping the stream going. Guys, you got 4 on it here on the Crypto Cypher. Drop it here in the population of the chat box. Don't be a broke boomer. Mark D says, let them die. We wealthy crypto winners don't want more taxes. Yeah, I certainly don't want any more taxes there, Mark D. I agree with that. D-Rock says, is the Litecoin run stalling or done? Not seeing the buy volume, says D-Rock. I don't think it's done. I think that we're going to be seeing these peaks and valleys all the way up to August. And I would agree. I think you said it, or maybe it was Queens there earlier in the chat box. But I think that we're going to see overall a trend northward. Things could go up to 50 or even more. I think Queen said 60 or 70, maybe even 100. Again, we are not crypto pros, so we don't know. But I would certainly hope so, and it seems favorable for Litecoin nowadays. D-Rock's Queen says, D-Rock, we still got about 5 months with Litecoin. Yeah, I think so. I think that could be true. Blockchain Suja says it would be wise to release as close to a bull run as possible. Absolutely. Derek McLean says we should be supporting socialism because we are smart and we will win when the country goes to shit. LOL, just kidding. Yeah, you better just kidding because, you know, we don't support that. We want freedom and independence and responsibility for all the own men. And let people be free and let them handle their own bags instead of people trying to impose things on them. It's the land of the free. Shout out to the boomers. Mark D says Litecoin will outperform Bitcoin if we ever run again. That may be true. Right now, Litecoin is looking strong. Okay. Chrissy says, any thoughts on Mimblewimble? I do like it. And we've had streams talking about it in more depth. And you can check out our previous videos. But the fact that Litecoin wants to implement the Mimblewimble protocol is attractive. And I must agree with Charlie Lee. I think fungibility right now is an attribute that needs to be mastered on one of these top cryptocurrencies. And perhaps Litecoin could be one of the first. It seems like Monero is the only one that solves the fungibility issue. And my understanding is that Monero could be compromised when it comes to its privacy. I don't know how true or not that is. But, you know, that's definitely a rumor that's circulating out there. I want to know how Mimblewimble stacks up to things like Monero. Have you heard of Grin? Yeah, we talked about it. We like Beam a little bit more than Grin. It seems like Grin is a little bit too inflationary for my taste. I like Beam. It's a little more deflationary. Queens says money bags on Litecoin. Yeah, it looks sexy on Litecoin. Maybe maybe even add it to our crypto portfolio, guys. We're not going to do any virtual trades today, but maybe this week or early next week, or soon. Queens and other boomers like D-Rock and the rest of the boomers here, just keep Litecoin in mind just in case I forget. But that's definitely something we could consider to add into our portfolio because it's looking attractive. If you guys don't know, we are managing a community portfolio with $10,000 virtual cash. It's for fun. It's just, it's not real. It's virtual. And we're still down. We got into, we spent the 10K when Bitcoin was about 4,000. We made some trades. I think it's about 9,800 bucks right now. Derek's asking what will happen if the socialists win the next election, champ. Well, I mean, you could look to Venezuela and other countries for some evidence of what happens out there. It turns to shit. At the end of the day, it's just people trying to get other people to pay for their wants and needs. Socialism is not into creating value and making profit. They just want to take money from this guy and give to the other guy. That's all it is. Shout out to Derek, Chrissy, Queens, D-Rock, Mark, Impatient Potato, Blockchain Susha, and the rest of the boomers out there. I remember when Charlie Lee's saying that they want to be able to do atomic swaps with Monero. Yeah, I remember that. And they did some atomic swaps. Was with, what coin? Now I'm kind of going blank. Was it with VeChain or was it probably another coin? I forgot which coin. I wonder how implementing the Mimblewimble will affect several things. How will it affect the Lightning Network? And how will it affect the possibilities for atomic swaps? D-Rock has a good answer. Maybe $100,000 Bitcoin if socialists win the next elections. Derek says, my friends in Sweden and Denmark say it works well for them, but I personally don't want it. Yeah, that's always, what people point to Sweden and Denmark. But listen, we're not Sweden, we're not Denmark. And they got smaller countries, and they still have managed to preserve their culture. They haven't, my understanding, haven't imported a bunch of people in yet. And I'm not sure if they're actually running socialism to a T. And the truth is, if you guys are attracted to the socialist model of Sweden and Denmark, then why don't you guys go over there? Okay? If everybody likes it so much, then why are not more people moving to those countries? Chrissy with the $4.99. Kaboom! Chrissy Shunda, $4.99 there. $5 on the population of the chat box. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate you. And welcome to the box. Never seen you before. It's a community of crypto brothers and sisters. I see both a male and a female in your picture, so I don't know which one's which, but it's all good. We got crypto chicks, crypto bros, and it's all about booming and becoming better people out here. So welcome, and hopefully you can tune in, hit the subscribe, the like, the post notification button, the subscription, the ding ding, button up all the buttons. Champagne's on daily with the good crypto word. Make sure you check it out in the mornings because YouTube has been shadow banning us. We went a little too hard on some of our live streams, and seems like some of our videos were flagged and deemed not suitable for advertisers. So when Chrissy throws $5 on it, Queen's Racist throws $4 on it, when boomers throw money here in the super chat, it goes to Baby Champagne's formula fund. And I'm getting formula with whey protein so that the young boomer can stay strong. Indeed. It's dairy and it has whey protein, soy free out there, guys. Champagne's drinking milk nowadays. I'm not falling for the almond milk meme, the soy meme, the coconut meme. Give me dairy. Let's do it old school style and get strong. Indeed. Sweden and Denmark are also dying countries because they're not having children. Look at the birth rates. Yeah, exactly. If you guys like the model over there, then go over there. Okay, go over there. Get out of here. We'll snipe you out the box. Shout out to Electro Gaming. Queen says we're all dreaming of 100K Bitcoin. Dreams of 100K Bitcoin. Indeed, indeed. Queen says Chrissy, kaboom. Shout out to Chrissy once again. Let me drop a bomb for you. Out there. Guys, the super chat's open if you'd like to show love. go ahead and do it in the super chat. Follow Chrissy's lead. Follow Queens' lead. I appreciate both of you guys. Check out Arcane Bear's interview concerning the hyperwave and Bitcoin. Super interesting. Yeah, I do subscribe to the Arcane Bear. I've seen his videos every once in a while. It's been maybe a few weeks before I tuned in, but shout out to him. Chrissy, Queens, Electro Gaming, D-Rock, Derek, and the rest of the boomers. So I'll start wrapping it up here, but just to recap, we talked about Ethereum regaining ranking. It's back at number 2 after they announced that they're moving the upgrade closer. They're moving, they're pushing it closer to February 25th instead of February 27th. Apparently, they're going to go ahead and implement that. Bitcoin volume skyrocketing in Venezuela, global uncertainty, and it looks like, as people's local economies or their currency hyperinflates, this is evidence that shows us that people move to Bitcoin. And then finally, the SEC is going to provide more clarity with their regulations, and I linked that article down below. Bitcoin America says, Champagne, great show. Sent you 10 BAT. Let me know if it works. Bitcoin America, you're a fake bot, okay? I don't have my address for BAT up, okay? And you're just shilling right now. I'm going to give you a strike 2.5 before I waste you out the box, because I've never seen you before, and you're acting like you're gratuitous, but I don't have an Ether address posted in these videos, so I don't know what you're talking about. It must be another Champagne, or you just want your name mentioned. So you've already rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm just waiting to just snipe you out the box because it's fun to weed the garden here from the robots and the potential trolls or anybody trying to shill out here. Queens says, Champ, now everybody's loving Litecoin on Twitter. That's all they're talking about. Bitcoin America says you are wrong. Okay, so explain to me how I'm wrong. Let's see what this account has to say. Coming into the box, never seen you before. Trying to act like you're gratuitous, but I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But explain to me why there, Bitcoin America. You got about 10 more seconds before you get sniped out the box. Blockchain Susha says you need a Brave browser, Champ. He could donate for real. Yeah, but it seems like this person is just, trying to get attention. I'll give him a few seconds to answer, but D-Rock smells blood in the water. I weed the garden out here, guys. I'm not into people shilling or, funny bunniness. I just wait to snipe them out the box. Champ, snipe them. No response here from Bitcoin America. BAT is a browser and you're trying it out, but you're lying. You did not send me 10 BAT because I'm not using the browser. Okay, so you're lying in the population of the chat box. First comment and it's a lie. So you see how that's not welcome here. It's just not welcome, Bitcoin America. So I don't know what you're talking about. It may be a fake Champagne. Maybe you were deceived. I don't know, but I'm letting you know I'm not using the Brave browser as of late. I have nothing against it, but I'm just simply not using it. So the fact that you sent me 10 BAT, you're lying out there, Bitcoin America. You're lying to the population of the chat box out here. And you're looking to get sniped out the box. Do some research. No, you're out of here. Bitcoin America is done with. Bitcoin America, have a nice day. You've been wasted. I gave you some chance here to talk and explain yourself. But you've been put on timeout because I don't even know where the block button is right now. See you later. Wasted. Get out of here. We don't need losers in the box trying to show or act gratuitous when they're not. The super chat's open. If you like to show love, go ahead and drop it in the super chat. I don't have the Brave browser as of late, and I haven't posted any Ethereum addresses. And if you're claiming that, you're lying. That's what it is, guys. You know how it goes. Champagne has zero tolerance for these baby bear cubs. We snipe them out the box indeed. Queens, $2 for bullets. Snipe them. Indeed. Shout out to Queens. Guys, follow Queens. Always showing love. Queens, I appreciate you. I always say that. I don't know what else to say. But thank you. I'm always humbled by your gratuity. Every single stream, Queens is catching my back. Giving me more sniper bullets out there to snipe out the baby bears and these funny bunnies out there. Let me snipe out another bunny. Get them out of here, guys. Shout out to Queens. Roger Ripple just tuned in. As we're tuning out, I had to just wait somebody in the box for lying to the champ out here and looking for attention. What's with these little internet trolls, guys? Some of them are not even real. They're either little kids or Russian bots. They're wasting our time. Shout out to Roger. Definitely not a bot. I see you out there, Roger. I'll take another comment or question before I'm out of here. Champagne needs some water. I'm going to go hang out and enjoy my day. 25 maniacs in the box. I wanted to cut the stream off at 30 minutes, but somehow we went to 46. It's all good. In one of our live streams this week, my intent is probably to talk about the tax identification number, the Tin Man, the Straw Man, the all caps, your birth certificate's a bond. It's being traded out there. Grab your license and ask yourself why it's everything that has to do with banks and governments has your name written in all caps. Your ID has your name written in all caps because it's not really you. It's a fictitious corporation out there, guys. That's what your social security number is all about. On that note, I'm out of here, champ. I had that girl from Tinder over. All right, Derek. Shout out to you, Derek. I know we had a conversation on Friday, and I gave you my opinion. You gave me yours, and it's all good, Derek. Hopefully things went well for you, and you're making the right decisions that are good for the long term, not just the short term. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. It's been 47 minutes, and the champ wanted to be out at 30, so it's all good. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Same bat time, same bat channel, or same crypto time, same crypto channel. We're a little late today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Guys, make sure that you bookmark the page. You're probably not going to get post notifications. Derek says she was a freak. All right, Derek. Congratulations. Hand clap for you, says Queens. Have a great afternoon, Electro Gaming. Jigger Rome says, thank champ. Shout out to Jigger Romes. I see you out there. Let me drop a bomb for you. Indeed. Drop some coins out here, too. Chrissy says, I love your show, CC. Thanks for all you do and sharing your research. I appreciate you stopping by and showing love today, and you're always welcome back. You know, it's not about the super chats. It's also about a positive comment and, you know, a like or a subscribe. And, you know, I'm out here humbled by all you guys. I never thought I'd be leading the crypto maniacs to victory every single day. So when people like Chrissy, Queens, and other people show love, it's definitely humbling. Thank you so much. Queens says, peace champ. D-Rock says, biceps kaboom. Indeed. Shout out to Queens, D-Rock, and the rest of the boomers. I'm out of here, guys. Enjoy your day. Make sure you hit the gym if you haven't already. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.